What's going on, guys? Jurassic here. Today we're back to the Fabled Woods. Alright, so last time we ended off at the beginning of Sara's story. So I assume we just keep on going down the path. Okay, so it looks like she does have a remembrance.
I remember finding it a little odd that I never once caught sight of a deer or anything that they could have come from. Strange.
Very odd.
How disturbed the topsoil was, I might be onto something. Unfortunately, another dead end.
So did she get somebody killed? Obviously the dude is in jail right now, but is he dead or can he still be saved? So if he can still be saved, then that's not too horrible. Obviously he lost several years of his life, but we might be able to save him. Is that just nothing? Okay, it's nothing. I thought we would have had to, open the box or something. Where are we supposed to go from here, then? Maybe down this way? Kind of weird the way they're setting all this stuff up. That's a good sign. Normally when we find a bridge, something either good or bad happens.
It happened one morning while I was digging. I started to feel something watching me. I'm not crazy, but we've all had those moments. This felt too real. I haven't seen any animals in the woods. What could be out there? I kept digging, but that feeling lingered. I stood up, looked around, but I couldn't see anything. I should have left, gone home for the day and never come back. I was too focused on solving the case. After a while, the feeling went away, and I got on with my digging. Didn't that scare me? Guess not. I just kept going.
So did you die by the creature the dude saw? Alright, so they got some sort of blacklight thing going on over here. Still nothing in that patch. So I'm wondering if she doesn't need as much of the remembering.
I needed to solve this case. Thinking back, it was stupid of me to think I would find the answers so quickly. I was rushing again. If I wasn't careful, I could lose my job, put another person away that doesn't deserve it. But they had to be out here somewhere, and if I wasn't finding them, where else could they be?
Alright, so we got a tree fell down over here, so I'm going to assume that there is something that we're supposed to do. There we go. Wow, that was convenient right in front of us. Are you not grabbing you? Is that not... What? Was the axe not there or something? Hold on. Alright, so we must have to follow the blood trail in order to find the axe. So it came around this way, they put their hand on the tree log here. We're not able to interact with anything yet. Let's see. So if we keep going this way, there is another patch that starts back over there. Just making sure we're not missing anything. So maybe he killed somebody and like walked away with the axe? He must have buried it somewhere. Alright, so looks like it's still coming on down the path. And there's the axe right there. Do we walk right past it? Hold on. I mean, I guess technically we could have, because it is sort of hidden in the back. Wasn't it not on this tree? There we go. I don't think it was there in real time. I think that was in the remembrance mode. Oh, now we're going crazy again. So maybe we're actually going to figure out what happened with the person she sent away instead of the right guy.
How could you do this?
Do what? Because I mean, if he's still alive, there is a chance that we could save him, assuming that she's not dead like the other dude.
Where did you hide them?
However, based on the fact that we saw the last guy and he was definitely dead, the odds of her living is very small. Why is that rock flying?
Please give us peace.
And I'm going to assume that's probably us. A new path awaits. So I'm going to assume it's all the way down there at the very end where that log was, flipped over blocking our path. I think it was right here where that log was, so we must have walked past it already. But, I mean, so who's dead?
Discovering and excavating lost bodies, that I'd become one myself. For all
It was you. Called it.
Bodies, it seems unfair somehow that mine ended up like this, just laid out in the open, broken and discarded. Maybe I deserved this. I was fooled by the beauty of these woods. I only hope that you can find the answers you need, that everything that happened was not in vain. Push forwards, but prepare yourself. You stand on the verge of a terrible darkness.
So I was told that there's going to be like huge spoilers once you pass this cave, so you might want to stop watching here if you don't want to get spoiled. However, if you want to continue the adventure with us, we will definitely go through this cave. Hopefully this is the right cave. I'm pretty sure it is, because they said it would be like about an hour into the game, and we are in episode 2 already. So I'm wondering how far into the storyline we actually have come so far. I believe there was 4 cases, so there might be 2 other dead people. Which leads me to believe that we're like halfway through the game. If it's based on that, who knows? And I'm assuming Sara is going to just, peace out whenever we find the next person. They're going to be like, hey, this is my story. But I'm really curious to see how Sara and Larry actually were together in their story. Like, why? Is it just the region that ties them together? Or was there more of like, she was investigating who he killed or got killed by sort of deal? Oh, we no longer have the remembering ability. So does that mean that no one else is dead? I'm confused.
You're here, finally.
Todd.
Story. You'll like this one. It's about you. Now, I wouldn't call you the hero, but everything in it revolves around you and what you did. You don't remember anything, do you? Of course not. You're a coward. I'd say you disgust me, but, well, it's a little more complicated than that. Come on, through the door. You're so close now. Don't you want to know how all this ends?
Oh, this is the door from the picture. Okay, I'm with you now. I don't want to go back to work. Nope. Is that the only option? Oh, man. What kind of mean person does that?
The old lab. So cramped working cheek by jowl with those fools on their useless, stupid little trivialities. Nothing more than distractions. They dismissed my ideas as wrong, then begged my help for their own work. If only they could have seen what I was working on behind their backs. I knew I had to get out before they found out what my little side project was. They wouldn't have understood. They couldn't. I was so very far beyond them.
What exactly was your little side project? Oop. Do we just go through the creepy door again? Is there really nothing at all to look at in here? I mean, obviously there's stuff on the walls and stuff, but we can't even actually pick it up and read it better. This is a new area, right? Yeah, it has to be, because the water should be like right in front of us right now. Well, we found another log cabin.
Space to breathe, to think, to work. No more dingy little space hidden away from prying eyes. Out here, I am free. It also neatly solves the problem of disposal. When I'm finished with any biological material, human or animal, I simply seal it in a bath of acid and drop it to the bottom of the lake. What I wouldn't give for an incinerator. Still, there are always trade-offs, and I must make do with what I have. A small price to pay.
So are we remembering the victims? This is very odd to play as like the serial killer in it. I was definitely not expecting that kind of Okay, so there's her footsteps. Oh good, we can't see anything. Nope, no remembering. Ooh, keys. What are you? Missing Person by Chris Gord. 28-year-old Jessica Wheel disappeared last Thursday after going hiking out in the woods outside of town. As of right now, she is considered a missing person who has no foul harm involved. She was last seen wearing her hiking gear. She wore brown boots, brown kayak pants, and a dark green shirt. She had a hiking backpack with her as well. Out-of-town friends and family have been contacted. None of them has seen her. She's always loved hiking, going out to the woods. We always feared something like this would happen, but not daughter Jessica. Suzanne told us, offering a $1,000 reward if anyone has help for her finding. So we got the keys to the cabin. So are we some sort of crazy serial killer? Yeah, I mean, maybe this is just like animals or... No, we're definitely a crazy killer. I'm just trying to explain it away. That way it's not as weird or awkward. Ooh, right back to work? Oh man, we don't have to chop up somebody, do we? Nope. No. Alright, fine.
Sacrifice. I'd often ask myself if what I was doing was right, was just.
Oh, that skull.
Sacrifice. Imagine the potential.
It's like a goblin shark mixed with a person.
Wasting diseases and childhood afflictions. If I could rid the world of these things, nobody would care about how I did it. I'd be a hero, forever immortalized as one of the true scientific greats.
Stupid door again. I'm over here looking at stuff and you just go and creepily open like that. Ew. So we're that kind of doctor.
The experiment. It worked. A breakthrough I could never have dreamed of back under the watchful eye of those fools. I had my doubts back in my old lab, but out here, I felt anything was possible. And I could do absolutely anything.
32-year-old Mac Henderson and his wife, 34-year-old Ashley Henderson, went missing while hiking in the woods last Tuesday. They told friends and family they would be back Friday morning, but have not returned. Sources close to the case have said they found a campsite that looks like a fight had broken out. They are ruling out a kidnapping and fear their lives may be in danger. They were last seen in the woods hiking in their clothes, boots, and backpacks. If you have any information, call the local police department or contact us directly. Daily Read. But the weird thing is none of these stories have to do with Larry or Sara. So did we kill them? Or, you know, like, how do they tie into stuff? That's what I'm still confused about. But Todd's the killer.
I didn't have the evidence yet to support my findings. I needed to replicate the experiments. Go further. Be bolder. I had no choice, did I? I took another. A man camping with his wife. I needed him. If I hadn't taken him, they might have stumbled on my lab. It's too valuable. I can't stop now. That's what I told myself as I beat the wife to death with a rock as she tried to stop me from taking her husband. Sacrifices had to be made, but I lay awake at night. I couldn't get her face out of my head.
So you killed Larry. Because Larry is the one who found the person's skull bashed in with a rock. Or was Larry sitting there going crazy thinking that it was a werewolf doing it, and this guy's really the one doing it, and then he found Larry and was like, dude, you gotta shut up, and killed him.
The man had to die. While he'd been staying in his cabin, he went to the police. I decided to see what effects the grafts would have in terms of aggression and capacity for violence in the subject. Nothing could have prepared me for this. It tore him apart.
Alright, so this is all the alcohol and stuff. I mean, we can just touch everything like we did before, but I assume there's going to be another door that opened. And that's going to lead us to how he was involved with Sara. Yeah, down this way. So what really happens to Todd? Is he just alive still?
I just want to be left alone. Why do they keep coming? I couldn't let her find out what happened. She didn't deserve this, though. I can't stop it. Can't control it. What have I done? How could I be so wrong?
Well, that's what happened to Sara. So far we've killed Larry, killed Larry's wife, we killed Sara. Did we kill his son, or was that just the drugs that this dude made him take? Wonder if the son was even dead.
Last night I had a night.
He said he did some experiments.
Everything familiar walking through the trees. He was there, the old man from the cabin. He spoke to me like a friend. Every night now, the same dream, the same path, the same voice. I can't sleep. When I do, I awaken among the trees. She is in them too. Now, the woman, the digger, she's not my friend. She screams at me, but I can't wake up for hours. She knows everything I know. She knows what I did.
Oh, you are doomed, buddy. So doomed. Alright, so we are back in Larry's cabin.
When we last spoke, I told you to learn your story. To find answers. To find those stories I couldn't finish.
You wronged us, both of us, in the worst ways imaginable.
But what's done is done. You can't change that. Nobody can. There's no sense in going back and reliving it over and over. The outcome is always the same.
I made a life digging up the past, but now it's time to put it to rest.
You understand now. We couldn't just tell you. We had to let you see.
And now you know what we know. You feel what we feel.
We couldn't rest until we moved on from this. And neither can you.
Over and over again you've lived this, seen this, again and again. You're cursed, can't you see it? The weight of the guilt drags you down and sets you back on that path endlessly. There's only one way this ends, but for us, it already has.
What you did was awful, but you know that now. You feel the truth burning inside you. An animal you must set free.
Acknowledge what you did. End the cycle. Move on. And know peace.
We forgive you.
I just die. Well, that's not good. Every single time we see one of these things, somebody ends up dead.
Same dance, the same steps. Why? You know all this. You've known it all along. And yet every time you choose to forget, to wake once more among the trees, to relive your nightmare, our nightmare, you push the truth away, refuse it, so much so it's become me. But I don't exist. Only you do. You and all you've done. Enough of this. You can't keep walking that path like a stranger. You can't keep choosing to forget as you have. It's starting to break down. The dream, your memories, keep pushing through, taking her voice, my voice, your voice. It's time. You can't do this again. Walk that path again. It has to end. And here's where it finally stops. You can't keep turning your back on what you did. You can't keep lying to yourself. Just stop. Stop. Only you can make the choice. So what will it be?
Freedom. So, oh, there's Larry. Oh, there's another path. Where did this cabin come from? What? So, is Todd a real person now is what I'm wondering, or was it a voice inside of our head? And who sat there and tossed Sarah's office, or was this never actually a thing? But she claimed it was a thing, which means we must have had access into her office. So maybe we worked there? Ooh, that's not good. Well, we can do denial or acceptance. We can't save it here. What? Oh man. I was gonna say we could at least do 2 of them. So I mean, technically we did kill them, and that's not really denial. What would we be denying? What would we be accepting? Would we be accepting death? Or would denial make us live and get caught, and then the victims would actually have justice for their families? Oh, I guess acceptance? Hold on, does denial look like a nicer door? Because that one looks kind of empty. What do you got? Your belt is the same. Huh. Well then, if denial looked a lot brighter, I was going to go through that door. Not going to lie. Alright, fine. Acceptance it is. And it will turn dark. We live?
Nobody should live in hate and sadness forever. By choosing the love of those you wronged,
Oh, we buried them all.
you allow them to let go and move on in peace.
Who's the third one?
And so too shall you.
So we had an axe. Who died by an axe, though? 'Cause that was Larry right there. I assume that would be Sara. And maybe us? Maybe his son? Wait, oh. To my late grandfather Larry. I miss you.
So what will be?
So we ended up loading back the other save because I just was really curious to see how the other ending happened. So we saw acceptance, now let's see denial. So apparently we can be a little bit indecisive because I wanted to have both endings, and we definitely have enough time for this video, so it sort of all worked out together. So we might have just saved a serial killer. That's it. What? Okay then.
You again. Haven't you learned? We are ready to move on. Why can't you? There's nothing to find, nothing to learn. You know it all. Please, let us go in peace.
Wait, does the story continue? Yeah, because last time when we went through the door, it sat there and had like all of them at the water area. So we're not letting them continue, so what is actually happening now? Oh, another door. I don't know if we should go through that one. It seems like the spirits are getting kind of angry for some reason. Ooh. Oh. Apparently you have to either accept, or if you keep walking through denial, it just won't let you. Oh, it physically just won't let you. Okay then, well, I guess that's it for today, guys. If you guys enjoyed the Fabled Woods, make sure you leave a like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one.